Hello and welcome. Hello and welcome to today's daily live English lesson here on the AM Language YouTube channel with me, Richie. It's just gone 4:30 Maltese time, and let's see what you guys can expect this week on the AM Language YouTube channel. First of all, make sure you subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. That's really important that you do subscribe. Second of all, let's see if the lighting can be slightly better. There we go. That's really bright though. That might be a little bit too bright for me. Well, that's pretty good. Okay, I'm going to take my glasses off because of the glare. So yes, guys, welcome to today's lesson. So what you guys can expect. First of all, hello, Irina F. Good afternoon. Welcome to today's lesson and thank you for joining. So what you guys can expect. Let me just bring this up on my mobile phone so I can tell you what I posted because I keep on forgetting. Okay, so today, what to expect this week? Yep, that's absolutely what we do on Mondays. Hello, Manuel. Good afternoon. Buenas tardes. Welcome to today's lesson. Thank you very much for joining. Tomorrow, how very English. That's what we are going to look at tomorrow. How very English. We are going to look at very English phrases. Very English phrases and ways of speaking as well. Wednesday, which English course is best for you? This is ideal if you are thinking of how to continue your development and why you are learning English and what level you want to get to, and therefore what would be the best course for you. There are a lot of choices. There are a lot of different English courses you can choose. So it's important that going forward, you choose the right one for you. And Francesca says, good afternoon. Good afternoon, Francesca. Welcome to today's lesson. Boa tarde. And welcome to today's lesson. Thursday, we're looking at would a native speaker say this? This is an important one. When you're learning a language, you will learn how to say certain things. But the question is, just because you can say it, is that what a native speaker would say? This is where we also get to look at how you can speak more like a native. That's the idea. So Thursday, good afternoon, Alida, and buenos dias from Argentina. On Thursday, we are going to look at the question, would a native say this? Now, this is where we look at examples of how to say something, and we think to ourselves, okay, we can say this, but would a native person say this, or would they say something different? So a little example would be want, for example. So you can say in English, I want a beer, or I want the house wine, for example. I want. Now, if you translate this into Spanish or Portuguese, you will find that it's not rude. It's polite to say I want. But in English, it's not really polite to say I want. You would say I would like. You would expect someone say I would like a beer. I would like the house wine. I would like this one, please. I would like that one. In English, the native speaker would say, I would like. However, because it is more polite. However, it's not wrong to say I want, it's just not as polite, which is why a native speaker would say I would like, not I want. So that's what we're going to look at Thursday, but we'll look at that's just an example. We will look at other things. And Friday, music English. Haven't done music English now for about 3 months, 2 or 3 months. So I think Friday would be a good day to do music English again. I haven't chosen what music to look at yet, but we will look at that. So that's what we're going to look at this week, and that's what you guys can expect. Okay. Now, the other thing is you will notice, guys, that the language school has opened up. Students are allowed into class as long as they have a vaccine passport. Now, it's really important that you follow the rules, especially in class. So you will see that the classroom is set up in a certain way. Please don't try and change it. It's not great it's not great when it comes to learning, but it's following the COVID rules in Malta. So please, I know it's not great, but what I'm going to say is this, and this is a great bit of language if you don't know it already. Okay, so what we have here is this little language, and it's a good one to know. It's certainly what a native would say, and that is, please bear with us, meaning please be patient and understanding. This is a great bit of language. Please bear with us. It's very polite, and it means please be patient and understanding. So that's what we are asking over there. Uh, Tell me though, guys, how was your weekend? Please tell me in the live chat. And do you have any questions? Hit me with questions. Yes, do ask me questions, because today is just telling you what to expect and an informal sort of interacting with you guys a little bit. So, how was your weekend? And do you have any questions? My weekend was very good. It was very relaxing. And I really enjoyed the food as well that I cooked. I was very pleased with some of the food I cooked. The weather was good where I am in the world, so I had a good weekend. I hope you all had a good weekend. A little advice: make sure you enjoy the rest of the summer and the hot weather. So get yourself to the beach when you can and enjoy the sea and swim. Because come September, it will begin to get a little bit rough. Now, you might have heard something I used here. Come September. Now, this is an interesting use of language. Okay, come September, come spring. Come autumn. Sorry, that's what we're entering. We're approaching autumn, not spring. Sorry. Come spring. Come next August. This is a really good use of language, meaning come in this case is next or this coming. Okay, so you can, if you start with come at the start of your sentence, you are saying next or this coming. Francesca says that her weekend was fantastic. You wouldn't say I met Paradise Bay. I saw Paradise Bay. I went to Paradise Bay. You can meet a person, but you can't meet a place. And swimming a lot. Okay, so if this is the past, Francesca, you would say I went to Paradise. I went to Paradise Bay. Paradise Bay and swam a lot. That's what you would say there. Alida says it was lovely weekend. It was a lovely weekend. It was sunny and warm. I went cycling with my family. That sounds great. Great weekend. Irina says I'm now in Poland and it is very rainy here and cloudy all the time. So is it raining cats and dogs in Poland? It's raining cats and dogs. It's raining a lot. Manuel says, my weekend was very cold. These days are cold and windy in Peru. Thank you very much. I've been to Peru and I can definitely say how cold it can get. When did I go? I was in Peru when was I in Peru? November, December. I think December? November, December in 2019. So it was sort of so-so. Francesca says, to found this place first, we lost. It was not to go this place. Okay, right. I know what you're trying to say. If you're going to start your sentence with to, even if you are talking about the past, you can't go to found, to find. Okay, to find this place, we got lost. It was not to go this place. I'm not sure about the second part of your sentence in terms of what you mean, Francesca, but you would say to find this place, we got lost. If you're going to start your sentence with to, the verb, it needs to be in the infinitive form. Irina F says, I was vaccinated for COVID and developed antibodies all weekend. Okay, so I'm guessing you might have had a little reaction, Irina F, to the to your vaccine, to your COVID vaccination. Okay, yes, so some things there. Okay, so you're going to say if you're going to sort of some things to talk about. So don't forget, guys, come plus come Tuesday. So you can go day, month, day, week, month, year, or time. Simply say, and you're simply saying next. Okay, so come 12. So we could say, for instance, come 5 o'clock. Come 5 o'clock, this lesson will end. For example, please give me your own example. Okay, so that's a little bit of new language there. How you can use come at the start of your sentence. Come means basically you're using it like next, a little bit like next. And if you're going to start a sentence with to swim, for instance, to swim, we went to Gozo. To run, we went to the countryside, for example. So here are two little things. If you're going to use to, if you're going to use the to at the start of your sentence, even if you're talking in the past, you're going to use it in the infinitive form. You just put a comma. So to swim, we went to Gozo. To run, we went to the countryside. To ski, we went to the Alps. To eat, we went to Valletta. So you can do that in English. The other way round, you would say we went. See what we're doing here? We went to Gozo to eat, for example, or we went to the countryside to run. This is just to explain something. You can do this. This isn't the normal way. It is grammatically correct. And if you do want to go with the infinitive, you can use the infinitive at the start of your sentence. You just need to put the comma because it's not normal. But you can do it. Grammatically, it is acceptable. But the way you would have been taught would be we went to Gozo for dinner, for example, or we went running in the countryside. I mean, that's how you would have, this is how you would be taught at pre-intermediate, for instance, how to write these sentences. But if you want to play around with the structure, you can do this. You put the infinitive at the start of your sentence, and then you continue with your sentence. Can you give me your own examples of this structure? To plus verb plus sentence. Okay, see if you can give me your own examples using this structure. It's quite good doing these sort of lessons where you're just talking about the week, you get to talk about people's weekends, and then you get to discover new language. I mean, that's a good part of learning a language. Sometimes it's just about discovering it. So feel free to give me your own examples. Yeah. I mean, look, Paradise Bay is a lovely bay. Paradise is a really nice bay. If you have not gone to Paradise Bay before, I do recommend you go. As for what you might want to do, might want to try, I would say, for instance, if you're not in Malta, even if you are in Malta, but let's say you want to, you're not in Malta at the moment. So learning English might be a little bit difficult. You might be in Poland, you might be in Peru, you might be in Argentina. One of the things I'm going to say is try and if you like, I'm going to give you some things to follow, okay, that you can follow in English. And one of the things I am going to suggest is, one second, okay, let me just go to YouTube. I'm going to share with you guys some things that you guys can follow in English. And these are little things that you can watch that you might enjoy. So let's say you want to, I'm going to suggest this, okay? Okay, so what I'm going to say is, guys, if you want to follow someone, if you want to follow someone who you might enjoy watching and you want to follow something to do with food, I'm going to recommend this channel over here. It's Jamie Oliver's YouTube channel. He's an English guy, and I recommend his channel when it comes to learning about food, to be honest. Alida has asked, to cycle, we went to the riverside. Oh, that's lovely. Great example of a sentence. Francesca said, we went to Indina to know more about the church history. I'm not. There's one thing I would change, but I'm not going to mention it because so much of that sentence is good, Francesca. So really well done. And Arena A says, to work, I go to the other end of town. Okay, yeah, you could do that as well. That's a daily routine, so that would work. Okay, I'm going to suggest another one, and this is for those of you who might like wine, for example. Okay, so if you if you like wine, for example, and you would like to follow someone, and you would like to follow someone who talks about wine on YouTube, this he's German, but his English is good, and I recommend him. His name is Constantine. He's got a good little YouTube channel over here. So if you like wine and you want to learn more about wine and you want to learn in English, I recommend you follow this person's YouTube channel. His English is good and he's easy to understand as well. So I do recommend this. And one last thing I'm going to recommend, if you would actually, if you want me to recommend channels in English to do with a certain topic, please let me know. Just tell me in the live chat section and I will share. Because it's always good to share. And YouTube is a great place where you can discover how to follow different things in another language, and English is a good one. Sorry, English is the language you're learning, and these are two channels I do recommend. Both are to do well. One is to do with food, one is to do with wine. If you would like me to recommend any other channels that you can watch in English, and that's to do with a particular topic of interest, please ask and I will share. I will let you know. Um, so, but some good examples over there. Interestingly enough, Francesca, you mentioned Imdina. Imdina, my history might be wrong, but Imdina is one of the oldest cities in Malta. It might very well be the oldest city because it's about 1,000 years old, and I think it was created by the Phoenicians, actually. Alida says, yes, please. I would like you to recommend me English channels to learn English. English channels to learn English. Alida, can you give me some specifics? Sort of like lesson styles, lesson tips, or is it towards exams? What is your recommendation? What area, what element would you like? Are you looking for? Because there are a lot. Obviously, I recommend AM language, but you already know about AM language. In terms of others, yes. If you give me an idea in terms of what direction, if it's exam based or general English based or something else, let me know so I can point to you to a better example, and then I can share with you. I would say, in terms of, let me see if I can think of any other examples. Yeah, I mean, look, if you want to follow, if any of you are interested in football, for example, I can recommend some English football channels that you guys can follow that can help improve your English. Same with gaming. What else? In terms of sport as well, I can always recommend some sport ones as well. If you like cycling, I can always recommend a cycling one as well. So yeah, definitely tell me. Off the top of my head, most of the ones in terms of learning English, there are a huge number of choices. Which are the best ones? Hard to say. I've got one or two that come to my mind, but they tend to be more IELTS focused. But yeah, let's see. So I want to sit for Cambridge exam next year. Ah, you wanted the Cambridge one. Okay, one moment. Let me just show you. I'll share a good one with you. Okay. Now, for what you are looking for, if you are going to prepare for your Cambridge, to be honest with you, the number one channel I would recommend you go to for this might surprise you what I'm about to say, but it shouldn't really. It shouldn't really, but this is the best one in my books, just because they will tell you everything you need to know, and that is Cambridge English. If you're studying for the Cambridge exam, I would say the best site, the best YouTube channel is Cambridge English. The reason being is that they give you lots of examples of people sitting the exam. So, and what I would say is it's the exam technique that is going to be the most difficult thing about something like a Cambridge exam. It's the same as IELTS. Like your English could be really good, but the difficult thing about these exams are your exam techniques and strategies. So I do recommend have a look at Cambridge Exam, the YouTube channel. I would suggest you follow them, subscribe, look at their videos. They've got loads of videos of actual example exams or people taking their exams and showing you how to score high. So how to score C1, how to score C2, and what you should expect. That's what I would recommend if you're looking for something like Cambridge. Now, I haven't produced any videos yet on Cambridge. The first exam really sort of stuff that I will do anyway is always going to be more towards IELTS. Because we at AM Language are probably a little bit more focused on IELTS. That being said, you can prepare for Cambridge with AM Language. That's something you can do. We do offer that service, but I would say our focus has always been a little bit more towards IELTS. But thank you very much, Alida. Okay, guys, thank you so much. Thank you for joining. That brings us to the end of today's lesson. Please join me tomorrow at 4:30 with another daily live English lesson. Don't forget, by the way, we have another IELTS testimonial video that's gone up today. Make sure you watch that IELTS testimonial video. And there will be another video coming this week. It will be a teacher language tip video. Thank you very much, guys. So thank you to everybody watching, everyone who's been watching, Arena A, Arena F, Alida, Francesca, Manuel. Thank you for your participation in the live chat section, as always. And thank you to everyone else who's been watching as well. See you tomorrow at 4:30. Have a wonderful evening. I'm glad that you appreciate the advice as well. Take care. Make sure you like the video and get people to subscribe to the channel. We're getting closer and closer to the 900 mark. Take care. See you tomorrow and bye for now.